self-checking mechanisms that we have are, part of the dual attention. In other words, we do our best thinking when we have an internal and an external focus. So part of that landscape of internal focus is, okay, I've been given a dilemma, and somebody's posed an idea to me, and I have to do a rapid check to see where I stand on that issue. And so that's what we're talking about when we talk about self-doubt. The self-doubt says, okay, I've just been asked about the death penalty, and I have an opinion about the death penalty, and I'm going to expose it. I'm going to talk about it. And I'm doing this intense inner checking to see whether I'm really coming from an authentic place. And I'm watching the reactions in the person I'm talking to, which is the external focus, to see what their reaction is. And if I'm not grounded well in myself and my own ideas, that person that's taking in what I'm saying can cause me to doubt myself, even if I'm saying the right things. So, when you talk about success, people may be temporarily failing at something, and that will cause such grave doubt that they won't even try to go on beyond that failure. They'll stop at that failure because somehow the self-doubt has risen to such a level that they abandon whatever commitment to the topic they had. They just say, oh, I guess I'm fucked up and I guess I just can't pull it together enough, and I'm not getting that person to soften their expression and look at me adoringly in my wisdom, So I'm just going to say, never mind, we don't need to go any further in the discussion. I'll consider what you, the listener, have told me, and never return to the subject again. And that self-doubt can be that crippling, can be a source of people being at the juncture of success, but not having enough self-confidence, which is the other side of self-doubt, to keep moving on anyway, and know that they may just be a hair off from the right answer, but they're acting like it was fundamentally wrong what they said because of the reactions that it's generated. So self-doubt tends to be less present, less obvious to a securely attached person. They don't succumb to self-doubt like the attachment-deprived person would. And so if you're treating somebody over a long period of time, and you used to see enormous self-doubt, where the person's always wondering whether they did something wrong or said something wrong or missed an important point and are just too self-critical, to the detriment of really reaching their own personal goals. That's a sign that self-doubt is in the realm of pathology, in the realm of sickness, because we shouldn't be so easily discouraged from our own passions, what really turns us on. And even if we're wrong, we're going to keep pushing until we can decide as a securely attached person that the person we're talking to just is not grasping what we're trying to say. and that it isn't a matter of trashing what we're talking about. It's more of a matter of finding another way to say it to the person. So, I think self-doubt is one of the measures of insecure attachment that is subtle. It's easily disregarded when we're talking to clients and trying to assess what are the behavioral measures that we're going to keep going back to over time of how people with attachment trauma function. Self-doubt is just one of those. And hopefully I'm explaining to some degree the inner workings of that.